I'm so excited. Here we go. I love opening packages. Yeah, okay. Hello beautiful, welcome back to the channel, or hi, my name is Caitlin if you are new here. So today I'm going to be focusing this video on how to bullet journal on a budget. Now, I have loved bullet journaling because it explores my creativity. I get to put in watercolors or like markers, different types of like lettering styles. I love it. I absolutely love it. But bullet journaling has not been the least expensive thing that I've done for expressing my creativity. So it can get a little bit expensive, especially if you just get carried away like I do and you want to buy everything out there. So I have decided, can you bullet journal on a budget? Is it possible to bullet journal if you have to like save for it? This is what I would recommend if you are a beginner to bullet journaling, is to just buy a bullet journal, a notebook, something really simple at like a store. I ended up going to a Chapters and picking up a Leuchtturm 1917 for my first bullet journal. And then as I loved it and explored different mediums within my bullet journal, I wanted thicker papers, and I love my Arcturl and Olive bullet journal for that, and would definitely recommend you purchasing one yourself if that is something you're interested in. But it can be on the pricier side. And if you are a beginner to bullet journaling, it's a little intimidating, I know, to spend money on something that you don't know if it's going to be beneficial for your life. So I decided to challenge myself and only spend $25. Yeah, $25 for a journal for all of my writing utensil supplies and any extra like doodly bits that I wanted to get. So I went online, and I'll insert footage of me doing that now just to try and find how that would work out. Okay, so I'm just going to be typing in bullet journal supplies. Okay, cool. Let's just see what this looks like. All right. Okay, so there's something there that's $9. Let's click on that. I like having a black option for my cover. Let's just look at this. So very plain. It doesn't really give you any information on what's inside of it. It's 160 pages, but I like this pink one here, this dusty pink, and it is $7.84. So I'm just gonna keep scrolling here. Maybe let's just see. I'm gonna add it to my cart and just see how that goes. Okay, so I'm doing $25. I have less than $18, $17 left. And I know that I want to get something to write with. This one's cute. So I like the outside. The inside, it's the same kind of style that I had before. Okay, I'm gonna add it to my cart. I'm looking for, ooh, there's a thing here, under $25. Let's click that. Oops. Okay, so they have some scrapbooking one. That's actually cute because I could have used that for my November plan with me, but I just kind of winged it and ended up doing stuff with printouts. Okay, I'm not really liking anything here. Let's go with cute pen sets. I feel like that's just something that's not really gonna work. Okay, so I like those fine liner ones. Ooh, metallic. Okay. So the issue might be that I'm gonna have to get something like a Crayola marker. I'm liking the fine liners, but yeah, here we go, Crayola. So that just might be my best option. Ooh, Colors of the World. Okay. I've actually heard a lot of good things about this, so I like the colors, and it would go actually pretty nice with the journal that I picked out, because I want the journal and like the markers that I get, everything that I get to kind of match. I don't know. All right. I'm pretty confident though that it is the Crayola markers that I'm going to have to end up getting, because other things like different bullet journal supplies are just really expensive. I want to look up now washi tape, just see what that looks like. And I'm gonna go down and again do the under $25 because we are on a budget. A lot of them that I'm finding is if you actually want to buy washi tape that is on the less expensive side, a lot of the stuff takes time to actually get here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna add this to my cart. I really like the washi tape in the apricot color. I might just keep adding things in. You know what I need is a white pen. I always like having a white like pen. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult because they're all like $12 at least, and I want to do under, well, obviously under 25. Okay, here's where I could get a little bit resourceful, and technically a 3-pack is like $10. So this does say that it's $3.36 for each one. But I feel like that would be cheating because technically like the one pen's under the $1, or not under like the $1, under the limit, but it's not as a whole set and you'd have to buy it as a whole set. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know, I could theoretically get a whiteout and count that. And I also need a black pen as well. So I'm just gonna look up bullet journal pens, to be determined on that. Oh, dingbats. I actually have a journal from them and I really like their company, so I would definitely spend $4 on this pen for them. And it's within our budget. I think what I'm gonna do is just pause the video part of like looking for everything here and then show you what I ended up purchasing when it comes in the mail, which I'm so excited. I love opening stuff from the mail. It's like my favorite thing ever. So back to me. This is future me, and I actually have all of the goodies here with me. I ended up purchasing things. I kind of left you off with you not really knowing what I'm going to be getting. So I'm going to open that up with you guys today. I did cut it all up here just so it'd be easier to get stuff out. But the one thing that I haven't reacted to any of this yet, but I can see inside the box, and let's just say there's a couple things in here that I didn't actually think that they would look the way that they do. Starting with my little Crayolas. I definitely thought these were gonna be like the chubby like little Crayolas, but doesn't matter, I'm still gonna get a Crayola marker, so I'm excited for this. It comes in a lot of different colors, and I'm really excited just to kind of like test this out. A lot of blues in here, which is kind of the vibe that I'm going for, which you will see. So that's number one. Number two, I got a stack of washi tape. I'm gonna try and open it. Oh, you know, it would be nice if I had a pair of scissors, but I don't, and I don't really want to move. Here we go, 9 years later. Ooh, okay, these are actually really pretty. They're these beautiful like blue, I'll get close-ups of everything and kind of just insert them as B-roll. Those are actually really pretty and will go along with a lot of the blues that I got going on. Favorite part. This is actually really big, I feel like, in comparison to my other ones that I've had. Dark red notebook. The paper I would say is an off-white color, not a true white. They're not numbered. There's no like extra doodle bits, like a bookmark, a table of contents, nothing like that. It is just a dot grid notebook. I want to compare this to my actual book. So this is my Archer and Olive book. I love it. But if I look at the sizes, okay, this is a lot bigger, okay, than my Archer and Olive one. That's okay, it's more space to write. And then I did end up getting my Dingbats black pen, and I did end up getting a whiteout marker for my like white jelly pen that I would usually use. Of course, like being very strict with $25. All of this did come under $25. I'll have it here, the price of how much everything was, and just kind of like a screenshot of what everything kind of cost, so you have an idea of what it would be if you were purchasing any of these items. This, I didn't count it as a per unit, I counted it as the whole thing. But I'm excited to kind of just test in and show you how everything works with each other. Okay, so I've proven that you can purchase a bunch of materials and technically bullet journal on a budget, but I want to show you some of the spreads that are actually going to be able to be created with everything that I have purchased. Now, the priority for me when doing any type of new bullet journal spread or creating a bullet journal throughout the year is to know what I am working with. So I like to have a pen test page to just see, is the medium that I am using going to be bleeding through, creating any shadows of some sort? And I do that with all of my pens, the markers, and I also like to see here the washi tape, because when you purchase washi tape, sometimes it looks different on the roll versus when you actually put it down. So here is just a close-up. You can see there's definitely some shadowing, but I knew that it was going to be coming with this kind of paper. And honestly, it doesn't really bug me that much if I'm only using markers. It would not work for me for sure if I'm doing something intricate like a watercolor design. Now, I want to show you how to set up a bullet journal at the very beginning of the year. So I've decided to do this bullet journal setup for 2022, and I love doing a cover page. This is just ideas that you can use when you are planning out your bullet journal. If you are a beginner to bullet journaling, a quote page is not really necessarily something you might want or actually need, but because I like doubling my bullet journal as a creative outlet, like I say, I want to include something like that. I did end up using every single material that I purchased here. So I used that Dingbats pen, which I'm actually really loving, and it's given some stiff competition for my favorite Micron pens. The pen works really pretty. I can get some thick lines or thin lines, which I love. And then I also ended up just kind of doing some blue tones, like I mentioned when unboxing everything. I love blue tones. I think they're such a classic and can work really well. And I offset a little bit with that yellow. Moving on, when I set up my bullet journal, something that I like to include is a future log. Now, usually I don't show this part, but I always count the dots down and across just to kind of see what I'm working with. So if I know I want 3 months across and 4 months down, it's gonna average about 10 dots across, 11 dots down. So that's just what I'm counting each box. This is gonna help me create all of these boxes here that I'm showing you in my current bullet journal. It makes the planning a lot easier. I cannot tell you how many times I have erased, rewritten, and re-erased just to have this figured out. Is the longest thing that it takes when setting up my bullet journal. So if I can make it a little bit easier, I'm gonna do that and share that trick with you as well. So far I've shown that you can bullet journal with a quote page, and I love doing a calligraphy style, and I can accomplish that with this pen. I can create different highlights as well with the Crayola markers. I like the little pipsqueak, is that what they're called? Yeah, pipsqueak skinnies, because the marker makes the lines perfect for when I'm creating those headers for the for Sunday to Saturday. And then I also can fill in everything else really quickly as well, which you'll see here. Because I wanted to show you a couple of different options on how you can continue this future log, I ended up doing something that I always do as well in my bullet journal when I am setting it up at the beginning of the year. And that is creating like a future log to write down all of the different things that are going to be happening during that month. So one thing that you can do is just create this border, and it's going to section off all the different months. I do have a video on different banner and header ideas, how you can use different borders to kind of elevate your pages, and I'm going to link that up above, because when you're working with minimal supplies, it is important that you have a variety of ideas in your head to divide your planner, or as well make a little statement with your lettering. And that's what I'm doing with January, February, March, April here on this page. Is I am doing a faded tone, so light at the top, dark at the bottom, and I'm adding a stitched drop shadow just in the back as well to kind of make the letter pop out. I'm matching those colors of JFMA all to the ones on the left side of the page here as well. But if you don't like the idea of having a drawn divider, you can always use the washi tape that we got as well. And the one thing that I love about washi tape, it is super quick. It breaks everything up beautifully. The lines are crisp and clean, and honestly, you could get them a lot more crisp than I did because I didn't have a pair of scissors on hand when I was doing this, and I thought I would just be real and kind of show you what I would do if I didn't have any scissors on hand. I did the same style here, but one thing that I would like to show as well is you can kind of zhuzh it up a little bit if you put whiteout. I would use a white jelly pen, but this whiteout honestly is a lot more bright, dense, opaque. That's the word I'm looking for, opaque. And my jelly roll sometimes can skip a little bit, and this I did not find with the whiteout. So I might just be using the whiteout in the future as well. I would use any of these supplies. Again, I really love incorporating Crayola into my bullet journal, which I've shown in many videos in the past. But now I have another pen and more washi tape, so what could go wrong? Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. So in my last video, my 10-minute weekly setups, I ended up saying that I was going to be doing a giveaway. Oh, I'm so excited. This is my first giveaway, and I am going to randomly draw the winner. I ended up creating an Excel sheet and putting everybody who entered in there down on it, and we are going to shuffle them all up, do a little number generator here, and then just select who the winner is. So I have the name here on the screen. Congratulations. I will be reaching out to you via Instagram like I mentioned before, so the giveaway is now officially done, and I think I'm gonna do my next giveaway when we hit 500 subscribers, which we're getting close. I'm almost at 300 because of you. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below. It really does help support my channel to grow, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye!